Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen. This is Mujib Qazi and you're watching VOKTV Washington Roundtable. Today I'm going to talk about there are some very troubling reports coming from ground zero from Srinagar. You know, this is summertime and most of the people who are living outside of Kashmir, they have their relatives living in different parts of the world, inside India. They have just recently paid a visit to the valley. There are two things that authorities are not letting people to do inside once they're visiting in Kashmir. The first one is they're not allowing them to use their cameras, because once they use the camera, once they start making the videos, once they start taking the pictures, these videos are so troubling, so painful, so heartening that you would not be able to watch them. I mean, literally, people are telling us that it is really an open jail. People who have relatives inside Kashmir and the people who want to visit Kashmir, I'm talking about the Kashmir that is occupied by India. And these people who have visited Kashmir years after years, this time the airport is like a jail, that you have to go through 5 different securities. Your luggage has to be checked first, and then there is a checkpost that is run and managed by the civilians, and then you have a guard, and then the civilian, then the militia, then you have a local police, and then after every mile you are being checked. So it's a nightmare, number one, to begin with. Number two, the reason that they don't want cameras to be used is very simple, because Indian authorities do not want people outside of the Kashmir to know what exactly the havoc that is taking place inside Kashmir. That is one thing. Now the second thing, there are people who visited Kashmir 10 years ago, and now they visited this time after 10 years. And the difference that they're describing is like this. 10 years ago, Kashmiris were more well off. They had their own businesses operating. People were going to school. Their crops were growing. They were selling their merchandise in the market. They were much better off. These were the people who were giving charities. These were the people who were giving zakat. These were the people who were contributing in the larger society from the extra wealth that they have generated. But this time, it is different. Same people who were very well-to-do, who had much better businesses in the past, today they are asking if other people can give them the zakat money. That is the second biggest tragedy that Indians have done to these Kashmiris. They have taken away their businesses. They have deprived them from the resources that they had available. And now the tourism that the people who used to visit are reluctant to go because of these extra security steps that they had to take. And there's another third thing that is happening in Kashmir right now. They are not allowing foreigners to visit Kashmir. Because the foreigners, I mean, in this time and age, why would anyone go to a tourist spot when they're not allowed to make pictures and take videos and make their trips memorable? So they can only do that once they have a permission to make videos and they take the pictures. And the cameras and the eyes and these focuses will not lie to the people, so that their true face, the true picture would be revealed to the world. And that's not what the Indian authorities want. And then another tragedy that is happening on the ground today, that is every single day, you see in Kashmir, they're orchestrating police fake encounters, because they have to justify to their nation, to their public at large, for the election consumption. The BJP regime has to justify that there is a reason that why do we have that many forces on the ground. And those forces on the ground, what they are doing is they are orchestrating on a daily basis fake encounters. Once they orchestrate these fake encounters, so they have to deliver dead bodies to their bosses. So every single day, they are killing 4, 5, 3, average 5 young Kashmiri individuals. So they are exterminating by design these individuals who they potentially think that will become voice for the people of Kashmir down the road. That is what they are doing at this time. So in a nutshell, if I were to give you a short story, what they are doing is they are, number one, making the security so stringent that no one, even the locals, would not go out to visit these beautiful valleys, beautiful mountain range, beautiful lakes, beautiful area for recreation, for summer vacations, because they don't want to go through a hell, because they're going out there for play, for having fun, but they're more going through those stringent security, so they don't want to deal with that. And number two, that they have taken away, they have snatched the businesses that was owned and run by the people of Kashmir, whether it be crops, whether it be fruit orchard, apples, cherries, and other merchandise that they used to grow and sell and make their living out of it. That has taken away from them. And these people have suffered so much because of the COVID and because of this organized plan by the BJP regime to make them so poor that they will be just hungry and suffering for their day-to-day livelihood versus thinking about freedom, thinking about struggle for their freedom movement. And number four, they're not allowing foreigners to come visit the valley because they don't want truth to be revealed. And number fourth is that they are orchestrating these fake encounters to kill the youth in Kashmir. So the Kashmiris have to rise up. The diaspora has to rise up. So that's all we have for right now. Until next time, take good care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.